knows how it's going, but yet they're doing all type of top dog law commercials with the YouTube now. It's a bunch of stuff that you haven't seen them do. They're not doing, and Just Hilarious recently came out and said there was some type of leaks and problems with traction over Netflix. So Charlamagne is now spinning, copying the plea on his show, Brilliant Idiots, and let's see what he has to say.
Tweeting about the America's Next Top Model doc. You constantly tweeting about Stranger Things. You constantly tweeting about the Diddy doc, whatever the fuck it is.
It's what you said, though. It's like change is always going to be tricky, and people are going to be frustrated with change, and eventually they'll adjust to it.
And a lot of it is just narrative, Andrew. People, somebody will get online, create a narrative, put something in somebody's head, and then everybody will run with it.
No way.
So this is a trick that media likes to play. That we're not feeling what you're not feeling what you think you're feeling, right? You know there's been an absence of the Breakfast Club. You know you don't see the Breakfast Club like you used to see it, right? You know that the Breakfast Club have kind of escaped your algorithm. We all feel it. We all know it. But Charlamagne wants to tell you you're not feeling what you're feeling, right? Somebody has tricked you into thinking that the Breakfast Club has gone away, has diminished from the internet. They're tricking you. It's not real.
When has that happened ever? I can't fathom that even exists.
I'm just saying, it happened. So now everybody's like, yeah, I agree. But no, I just want everybody to ask one simple question to themselves. What are the viewership numbers on Netflix? And it's not just for Breakfast Club. This is for Joe and Jada. This is for Chelsea Handler. This is for, anybody that's over there. Bill Simmons. What are the numbers on Netflix?
They're not going to tell you.
Now, when you get the numbers on Netflix, then we can have an honest conversation.
Charlamagne probably don't even know his numbers on Netflix. Nobody tells you the true numbers. They tell you what they want you to know, right? So all we have is our feeling, our sixth sense, what we're going on. We understand what we understand. So nobody's privy to Netflix viewership, not the layman, not the consumer, right? Nobody knows the data and the backlogs of the operation. We don't know that. All we know is this. The Breakfast Club used to be around on the internet. Now it's not. And what people fail to realize, and Charlamagne really does not realize this as well, that this is a radio show. At the end of the day, this is a radio show. No one's going to pay or run the Netflix to watch a radio show. This is not a podcast. And that's why he's running into conflict and dilemma. Because, with all due respect, Charlamagne, Just Hilarious, DJ Envy, collectively are not interesting enough to watch and engage with. Breakfast Club has always been a guest-based platform. All of their moments have been guest-based. We do not know enough about the host to be interested, to be engaged, or to be riveted by anything they do. What does Charlamagne even do? He's a media guy. He's a legendary B mic on a radio show. That's not enough in today's market to garner viewership, unfortunately.
Conversation on whether this is working or not. And by the way, if it don't work, I will be the first to tell y'all.
Yeah.
Cause I want us to win. If sometimes we gotta be the first over the hill to see what's over there, cool. But I'll be the first to tell you if it don't work.
Yeah.
Trust me, trust and believe. Okay, and I will be yes.
Also, did anybody ever watch the whole Breakfast Club?
That's not working. That's not working. You can tell by his speech this is not going well. You're telling us. You're telling us now. It's not working. It's not going very good.
Club on YouTube, or were the interviews chopped up?
Exactly. It was never the full show.
Right.
It was always segments, like so. And even now, when you go on the Breakfast Club on YouTube, we do put up clips. You know, we put up clips on. So nothing has changed on social media.
That's
Extremely smaller clips. The clips are 4 minutes and 3 minutes long. They're not full interviews. So Charlamagne is lying. Things have changed dramatically with the content they put out on YouTube.
Oh, I would organize Breakfast Club on Netflix. I would have it piecemeal. And
well, Donkey Today is peace.
What? So for me, what I would do is like you click on Netflix and it's just like click on Breakfast Club and it's just like, you know how it has episodes and seasons.
Oh, it does have that.
But what I would break it up is like, okay, Donkey Today, and then there's all your Donkey Days. Okay, interviews, and then there's all the interviews, and then there's full episodes where you could just watch the full episode.
Look, that nigga just Andrew Show just broke down your whole program. You see how the white man come in and just organize your thoughts and content? This is easy. This is what you should have been. Like, I can't believe it's not organized in this way. So the consumer can get to it easier. They're already going all the way over to Netflix to try to watch a radio show. Something they can listen to for free in traffic. Why would I watch it? But anyway, if I'm going to watch it, it should be piecemeal. It should be broken down in segments. Everything should be broke down. Just kind of like YouTube. So I can't believe you got to watch long form Breakfast Club on Netflix. So shout out to Schultz. Like, he just broke down. I can't believe that. Like, you didn't think of that before you did it.
That way, if you just want the Donkey Today, you're running that. If you want,
he's the donkey. Look, Schultz is making Charlamagne like the donkey. Look at Charlamagne's face. Like, damn, yeah, I should have thought of that. Damn. Yeah, that was smart.
Want an interview from 3 years ago that was fire, and you just want to watch it again, you get that.
Oh no, but it's no back catalog on it. That's what people don't realize. Like when you go like Everyday Daily.
That's crazy. I would have bought the back catalog if I was them.
You can't. How you buy a back catalog? It's all over the place.
Yeah, I would have bought it anyway.
15 years all over YouTube. You can't do it.
I
and that shit, come on, back catalog.
You can't do it.
It's gonna be too crazy.
Yeah, but you're not getting more money for it now.
Yes, you are.
I mean, you're getting like YouTube views and that kind
exactly.
So this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Charlamagne got whored in this deal. It's all over the place. What? You collected. You should have took everything off YouTube. You collected all you needed. How do you not take the Birdman interview to Netflix? How do you not take the Little Mama moment to Netflix? How? You're supposed to take back catalog. These are your legacy. The Breakfast Club stinks now. Nobody wants it now. It was good. You Netflix picked you based on what you have done. Right? The cachet you have earned in the culture. Why would you not take that to Netflix with you? It's smart.
Exactly. Like you're still monetizing on YouTube. But when you go there daily on Netflix, what you see is the Breakfast Club full show. Then you see Donkey of the Day. Then you see the full interview. So those are the three.
I love it.
Because they organize it like how the podcast.
I would have just licensed it like they do Seinfeld or Friends or whatever. I would be like, yo, give us your whole back catalog.
Another great idea. But Charlamagne's probably not positioned. Like Schultz is speaking from a white man's privilege. Charlamagne has no talent. He's not a comedian. He doesn't create. So this is a creative person talking to a logistic executive person. So that's why his mind is saying, hey, you just, whatever you give him, just, just do more. Just create more stuff. Just give him your back. Just give him what you've done and do more. But Charlamagne doesn't have that privilege because he's not a creative.
and we're going to give you a licensing fee for the length of the contract here. And it can also be on YouTube, but I just want you guys to get into the flow of always coming to Netflix to watch your Breakfast Club stuff.
Well,
that's what I would.
I don't want to say too much because I have ideas, and the last time I had an idea,
it's too late,
which I knew was gonna happen. Like I knew YouTube was gonna. I knew, and I said there's a brilliant ideas episode where I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna say this because I don't want to give them no ideas. I knew they were gonna suppress the content that went over them.
So now, does it sound like someone that is going well? Now, do we have to figure out if this move is going well or not based on his tone, his action, and his demeanor? This is not going well. So they're gonna now a suppression going on. YouTube is suppressing. Okay. I don't think it's suppression. I think it's disinterest. I don't think people care anymore. If black people can't watch stuff for free, now this is culture. Now black people not necessarily the top, we're among the top consumers, right? But we make or break culture. So if black people stop caring about you, the culture will stop caring about you. They don't necessarily have to support you and go to YouTube. Go to Netflix, and they show support by leaving comments and reposting and making think pieces on what the Breakfast Club and what Charlamagne said or this person said. So a lot of the Breakfast Club's equity comes from traction from the audience. So now you are slimming your audience down to paid subscribers to Netflix, which is a movie and TV based platform. And now you want those people that come to watch movies and television and series, dramas, action, comedy, live comedy. You want them to watch a radio show. That's not going to happen.
Netflix. It just makes sense.
What you mean?
They suppress the content, like the content that's still, because we still put clips up on YouTube.
Oh, but they're not letting it get love
at all. No, and why would you?
But there must be some sort of like, what is the government body that regulates content on the airwaves? FTC.
Man,
FCC.
get the fuck.
FCC.
Who they don't give a fuck.
But there should be some FCC, like if you're unfairly throttling content, like that's.
But they've been doing that. They can do that anyway. And by the way, they're not regulated by the FCC. What are we talking about? YouTube's never been regulated by the FCC.
They must have some sort of regulation.
That's always been the issue. None.
Television.
Oh, so wham, Charlamagne. Man, you stepped in there, huh? 200 million. It's crazy. Well, at least you did something for your people, your Black Effect people, right? You sold half your company for what? You sold all your rights and all your creative control for what? To be on Netflix. Netflix is not a podcast platform, sir. And what you should have did was kind of set the infrastructure at Netflix for podcasts instead of leaving it up to them. They don't know anything about selling the podcast. But I guess, false power. Got to watch out for it. Figureheads, faces. Powerless faces. You got to watch out for it. On the Cool Podcast, Grizzly to Go, I am out.